All right, let's talk about something that might make your grandkids blush. Friends with benefits over 65. That's right. You thought FWB was just a millennial thing? Oh no, honey, some of us are redefining companionship pleasure well into our golden years, and we're doing it without apology. In the animal kingdom, mating rituals evolve over time, adapting to the ever-changing needs of a species. It seems humans are no different. As we age, our desires shift, mature, and sometimes lead us down unexpected paths. When people think of seniors, they picture quiet nights, early bird specials, and puzzles, not passionate, low-commitment relationships. But guess what? Aging doesn't mean the end of desire. It just means we get what we want. And for some folks, that's a friend, with fringe benefits. You see, in the later stages of life, the desire for companionship often outweighs the need for traditional romance. We've already experienced the grand gestures, the white picket fences, perhaps even the heartbreak that can accompany lifelong partnerships. Many find themselves seeking something simpler, something that prioritizes genuine connection and shared experiences. This new generation, shaped by the social revolutions of their youth, aren't afraid to buck tradition. They're rewriting the rules of love and intimacy on their own terms. It's about companionship, yes, but also a recognition that physical intimacy remains a vital part of the human experience. The need for touch, for closeness, doesn't simply vanish with age. It transforms, becoming something more nuanced, more comfortable. This isn't about shocking the younger generation. It's about living authentically. It's about recognizing that the desire for intimacy and connection doesn't simply diminish with age. It evolves. And in this evolution, we find a new breed of relationship, one that prioritizes companionship, shared experiences, and yes, even physical intimacy without the constraints of traditional expectations. It's a brave new world out there, and it seems the older generation is leading the charge. Take Jean, 72, widowed for over a decade. Her friend Marvin, divorced twice. They meet up once a week, cook together, cuddle during movies, and sometimes, if the mood's right, things get intimate. No expectations, just warmth. Jean, with her silver hair and infectious laugh, had resigned herself to a life of quiet solitude after her husband passed. But then Marvin, with his twinkling eyes and love of jazz music, waltzed back into her life. They had been friends for years, their late spouses part of the same book club. Now they found solace in each other's company. They shared stories, laughter, and a deep understanding that only comes from years of living and loving. And yes, sometimes that shared understanding led to something more. There was no pressure, no need to define their relationship with labels. They were simply two people, enjoying each other's company, finding comfort and connection in a world that often felt too big and too lonely. Their story isn't uncommon. Across retirement communities, community centers, and park benches, you'll find similar tales of companionship blossoming into something more. These are the stories of people who have loved and lost, who have weathered life's storms and emerged stronger, wiser, and more open to new possibilities. They are not defined by their age, but by their spirit, their zest for life, and their refusal to let societal norms dictate their desires. These are the stories of a generation redefining what it means to love, connect, and find intimacy in the later chapters of life. They are a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a reminder that age is just a number, and that the desire for connection, for intimacy, is a fundamental part of what makes us human. So why are more seniors embracing this kind of relationship? For one, the dating pool has changed. With increased life expectancy and evolving social norms, there are more single seniors than ever before. This creates a unique environment where companionship and intimacy can flourish outside the confines of traditional relationships. Many seniors have already been there, done that when it comes to marriage and long-term partnerships. They've raised families, built careers, and experienced the joys and challenges of committed relationships. Now they're looking for something different, something less about obligation and more about genuine connection. They crave companionship, intimacy, and shared experiences, but without the pressure of societal expectations or the desire to merge lives completely. This new generation of seniors is independent and self-assured. They've spent a lifetime building their identities and are no longer willing to compromise their needs or desires. They understand the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing their own happiness. And let's not forget the practical aspects. As we age, health concerns, financial considerations, and family dynamics can make traditional relationships more complicated. A friend with benefits arrangement allows seniors to enjoy intimacy and companionship without the added stress of navigating complex family situations or compromising their financial security. In essence, this trend reflects a broader societal shift towards embracing individual needs and desires regardless of age. It's about recognizing that happiness and fulfillment can take many forms and that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to love, intimacy, and companionship. Thinking of exploring something like this? Here are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, honesty is key. Just like any relationship, clear communication is crucial. Be upfront about your expectations, boundaries, and desires from the outset. This will help to prevent misunderstandings and ensure that both parties are on the same page. Remember, intimacy doesn't begin at the bedroom door. Cultivate a genuine friendship based on shared interests, mutual respect, and open communication. This foundation of friendship will provide a strong base for any physical intimacy that may develop. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. Just because you're enjoying a more casual relationship doesn't mean you have to compromise your needs or values. Be clear about what you're comfortable with, both physically and emotionally, and don't be afraid to speak up if something doesn't feel right. And speaking of feeling right, prioritize your health and well-being. This includes practicing safe sex, getting regular checkups, and being mindful of any physical limitations. Finally, don't be afraid to embrace this new chapter with a sense of adventure and playfulness. Life is too short to take things too seriously. Enjoy the companionship, the laughter, and the intimacy, and remember that age is just a number. So whether you're single, divorced, widowed, or just curious, don't let age define how you connect. A friend with benefits might not be traditional, but neither are you. And remember, it's never too late to want more from life, or from your Friday nights. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with someone who still has a little sparkle left.